That's right, y'all, here at the station, getting it in. The breakout show, 9 o'clock tonight. New music. We're going to talk Penthouse Party. And Mike Barnes. Stream us live on iHeartRadio. If you don't listen, you a sucker.
That's for me, baby.
Yo, what up? It's Juma Black on the Breakout Show. Got my guy Mike Barnes in studio right now with me. Just got done listening to that
Desperate Measures, man, my new EP.
The new EP, so that's a new heat.
Yes, sir.
So how many songs are on the EP?
It's 8 tracks. It's got 2 little skit joints, and the rest is all self-produced.
Everything self-produced.
Yup, everything, man.
Talented guy, young Kanye, the young Yeezy.
Hey, man, you know, I do what I can.
What inspired it? Huh?
A lot inspired this. I've been through a lot in the past couple of years. I've seen like so much rise in my success, especially with YouTube and everything. So I went through a gang of music that I was making, and I hit a point where I realized it was so outside of my fan base that people were not going to be able to relate to anything I was doing.
I'm kind of curious to hear that sound.
Oh man, I know.
So you was basically testing the water.
Man, I was testing all the water. There Will Be Blood kind of blew up. Right. We just hit, I think it's 3 million views on that. Crazy, you know. When that dropped, I just got all of these fans, you know, who really wanted to hear me do this like horrorcore sound, you know, and I wasn't really about, you know, the horrorcore stuff. So when it came to Desperate Measures, I just did all of these songs that were kind of in that vein. I got to make sure that people are ready before they hear the other stuff.
Transitioning into that sound that you said
they're not ready for it. They're not ready for it.
I'm very curious to know, bro. I want to hear it, man.
It's wild. But for right now, man, this is what it is.
That's the one.
This is what it is, man. And I'm proud of it, man. I'm proud of it. I worked hard on it.
Let the people know where you from.
Portland, man.
Is that where you got your musical talent, gifts, and...
I wouldn't necessarily say that, but I've just run with so many different crowds, you know, throughout the years. I've just, you know, gotten a taste of everything.
Right. Who's your favorite artist?
Ooh, in Portland or in general?
Both.
Ooh, he going.
The question.
I didn't present no type of. He going straight for the heat. He going straight for. These are triggering questions, my guy. I'm gonna tell you right now. My favorite artist.
Save Portland for last. Save the best for last.
Okay. All right. I'll say right now, my favorite artist. My favorite artist is probably Cole. Probably J. Cole.
Respectable.
And a lot of cats that listen to my music would not expect that. But that's what I've been talking. As far as Portland, the heated question. Mike Capes is probably my favorite artist.
Nothing wrong with Mike Capes.
Of course, that man is killing it. He's on it. So shout out Mike Capes. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing your thing, man.
Straight up.
Keep doing your thing.
Straight up. So in the process of writing Desperate Measures, what highs did you go to? What lows? What trenches, man? You know, writing new music can get depressing. It's a roller coaster ride.
My G. Right. You know, I mean, I've been through some really high highs and some really, really low lows through this process. Dear Marla and All I Know are probably the lowest lows. They capture some of those moments. I think All I Know is a song where I just address everything that's been going on since I've dropped. I haven't dropped anything since any project since 2013, my dude. 5 years ago, man. And
it's been 5 years since you got the red hair and the...
Man, you remember
the Twitter feed?
Let's not discuss
you had your fans writing Mike Barnes on it, you know what I'm saying, on the t-shirts and everywhere else, body parts.
You was paying attention.
Of course, you was making noise. You gotta pay attention to who's making noise, right?
Man. Yeah, no, I mean, that period when that all happened, you know what I'm saying, I was seeing so much success, it made me like rethink everything that I was doing, how I wanted to present myself, you know.
So are you saying back then that you didn't like the way you presented yourself at the time?
I mean, I did, but what I was thinking in my head at the time was I had my head in the marketing game.
Right.
I was thinking about, you know, okay, what's the craziest thing that I can do to get traction and get attention, you know what I'm saying? So that definitely made me do some things I wouldn't have done otherwise. You know, a lot of my early videos, I was ready to do whatever, man. Like, shoot, I'll run butt naked in the street. I don't care.
What street we're talking?
That is the best question you asked all night so far, man. Yeah, there's some streets yeah, but there's some streets in Portland where that'll fly. People will clap for you, but then there's some streets it's not going down like that.
You just don't want to go down that street.
At the time I was doing all the red hair stuff and, you know, dating old ladies and all types of stuff on camera. You know what I'm saying? I was ready to do anything on camera. I didn't care. Just point the camera at me. I'll do something crazy.
Why do you think that is?
Because I was smart. I was about my marketing. Honestly, in a lot of ways, that's how I got where I am right now. You know, I just studied music marketing and how to get there. And now that I've kind of gotten that platform, I'm ready to level out a little bit. And I've always been me, but I was definitely bringing out some of my craziness a little more for those days. So this project, Desperate Measures, it's me addressing some of that. I definitely talk about that on All I Know, which is the 8th track on here. There's this interesting concept that if I were to switch up my sound tomorrow and just do something totally out of left field, or I did something more mainstream sounding or whatever, all my fans are gonna say that I sold out. And a lot of people, you know, they get on their favorite artist about, oh, you sold out. Really, the definition of selling out for most fans is you're not making the sound I want you to make anymore. People don't allow artists to grow a lot of times, which is, in my eyes, that's a problem. This is probably not even close to true at all, but like, just as an example of Immortal Technique, maybe he wants to make some crazy turn up music, but he knows that his fans will kill him if he does that, you know? So what's really selling out? If you want to do that, but you're holding yourself back for your fan base, that is selling out. But everybody would say the opposite, you know what I'm saying? So I address some of that on here, where I feel like I kind of have hit a certain ceiling and there's certain songs I can't do because people don't want to see me do it.
If you just tuning in, you got my guy Mike Bars in the building.
Yes, sir.
Just got done listening to O on his new album, Desperate Measures.
What up? Desperate Measures all day, baby.
All day. It actually just dropped, right?
Yep, just dropped, man. Perfect timing.
Right, the 24th.
Yes, sir. The 24th, man. And it's been, dude, this has been crazy, man. So I sent out a couple copies of my EP early, to some of my fans who are like diehard fans. And one of the songs on this EP, this girl, she got lyrics from the track Dear Marla tattooed on her arm. Like huge, her whole form.
That's the power of Twitter right there.
YouTube, social media, all that, man. Woo. So shout out to the fans, man. Barhead Army, all day, baby. Treehouse Gang, yes sir.
It's probably my favorite tattoo to date, dude. Check it out. He wrote this shit out for me himself. How fucking cool is that, right?
What's next for you? Are you getting out on the scene, doing shows?
You know, I'm pretty reclusive about stuff, but I do have some big things coming. We've definitely been talking about doing some touring.
Just touched down in Minneapolis. I'm ready for this fucking show, man.
That's in the works right now. I definitely want to get out there and actually meet my fans in person more. I've been out of state a lot of times, and that's where the love really is.
Mike Bars on the back of her head. Look at that shit.
As for right now, everything that's confirmed, I got a show with Mercules, May 20th in Portland, Oregon, at the Paris Theater.
Paris Theater, May 20th.
Yup.
Portland, Oregon.
So everybody be there, mark your calendars, May 20th.
It's going down, it's going down. You were talking a little bit earlier about All I Know, one of the deeper songs on your album. We're gonna go ahead and get into that. Why don't you go ahead and introduce it, explain what it is, where it came from, how it came about, what it means to you.
All I Know, man, self-produced, probably about 300-400 tracks to make, beat and vocals included. Took my time on it, and I just really addressed, you know, everything that I feel like has been going on. So it's a long song. The album version of the song addresses a whole lot more than the one you're about to hear. But it's a wild song, man. So pay attention. I know some people gonna be mad. They're gonna be mad.
Swim good, Frank Ocean. Nah, but I ain't a gangster though. Just a small motherfucker with amazing flow.
Appreciate y'all having me on here, you know what I'm saying?
For sure. Thank you for coming out.
Man, you already know. Go cop that Desperate Measures right now if you haven't done it yet. You know, it's time to do that. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram at WhoIsMikeBars. Follow me on Facebook, Facebook.com/Mike Bars, YouTube, all that Mike Bars TV. Go follow me, man.
I'm top flow, your ass is first level in the cash. I keep it stashed like Burt Reynolds. You looking like a number one with the max sauce. These rappers got me.
You didn't even cut.
I think I said shit one time.
All the wrong I done, wrong I done, wrong I done. With all of these thoughts, I'ma take to the grave. All the wrong I done, wrong I done, wrong I done. Tell me how can I love? I can't even behave. No, can't trust myself. Can't trust myself. Can't trust myself. No, can't trust myself. All the wrong I done.
I forget this guy's name.
Huh.
Dave Chappelle.
Oh. You gonna forget Dave Chappelle's name?
I didn't want to say Ricky Smiley, bro.
Bro, I used to listen to Ricky Smiley's
podcast,
his parody or his prank calls and shit.
Oh, bro, those are the funniest.
Man, we used to listen to those all the time. That was so funny, man.